is one of my favorite games of all time. Assassin's Creed has always been a series that is near and dear to my heart, so the fact that I'm playing this again, it's very fun. I beat this first on my Xbox 360 a long time ago, and yeah, without further ado, let's do this. In case anybody is YouTube. Alright, gonna test my audio. Alright, and here we go. Let me just quickly do this. I'll make sure not to talk during cutscenes. Welcome, we're about to start. I had just got past the opening cutscene on this one, so I'll just choose start new game. I'm gonna go with Desmond because things for like 2 and stuff, and just feels
Used
good.
to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Any dialogue for this part? Not sure. I think it's just a cool loading screen.
We're here.
And here we go. Anything gonna be said?
Let's go.
Alright, haven't played any Assassin's Creed games in a while, so it might take me a moment to get used to the controls again. So I'm not the greatest at commentary.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
And let's do this. Kind of wish I could see. Oh, there we go.
I think we're here.
Game quality's about as good as I remember it, and that's good. So I can't wait. This is gonna be pretty fun, I hope. Ah.
key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Blep.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed
Alright,
and
please
entered
mean
into
the
a fugue
construct.
state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Alright.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Ooh. The climbing's really smooth. That's one thing I liked the old way they did the climbing with the X button, but sometimes it kind of
Rerun
interfered
your way
with
through this
some
little
of
obstacle
the
course.
what's it called? Gameplay. So I still am pretty glad that they decided to just make it be artistic. Alright.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Bleh. That's a lot of blood for him to be alive. I just like... No, I can't, sadly. Whoops. Anyways,
All you have to do here
There
is
we
jump the
go.
gap.
easy enough. Slippery slide. And you'll notice that it's slowly starting to look like a city the further you go through this. Alright, climbing up this. I forgot if the jump mechanics when you're climbing are the same as Black Flag. They might be. But yeah, now it's like a full-fledged city.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be
Now
able to
I'm
build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Alright, now just can't really do much. Like, I don't think I can go out here, can I?
Sir?
No,
Everything
it's
all
not.
right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Alright, now I really like playing as Haytham. There's a like clear difference between the way you play as
Invitation,
Haytham
please.
and Connor.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
bro. That usher's
Gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
that usher was probably like, "What did I do wrong?"
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
For those of you who don't know, this is the
My apologies.
opera house Hatham was taken to in the Black Flag game ending, so that's pretty cool.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Eagle vision has changed to, it used to be triangle.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Alright. Game will let me get up. There you go.
1,000 pardons. My
So
apologies.
right now, I'm not gonna say why yet, but right now I'm trying to get up to that place. My vision. Right now I'm trying to get up to that yellow indicator from my eagle vision. Not gonna say why. Don't want to spoil this game for you too much. Me. Welcome again. So, let's see here. There we go. Alright, let's pick this. And there you go. The first time I tried this part, it took me like 30 minutes to... Oh, hold on. A comment should be loading up. Ah, yes. Wait a minute. Oh, hello.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage up with the bloom in your cheek.
Let's see here. Oh, gotta go up once more, I believe. There we go. Come on. There we go. No, I wouldn't do that right now. If the... Oh my god.
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Oh, you must be traumatized. Oh. Now they've noticed.
Please!
Alright.
That man there!
Seize him! Oh.
A man must kill! I've done no wrong! I swear! Any weapons?
I beg your pardon, madam. Did you notice anyone suspicious?
Please! Please!
Order!
Order! We must have order!
It happened
We
right
must
in that
leave at
balcony.
once.
What are those men doing about? I'm staying where it's safe.
Peace, friends! There is no danger!
Imbecile!
Imbecile.
Where are you going?
And there it is.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
There it is.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
And there it is. That was the first mission, and should I leave off? Yeah, the next mission would be good for the after Christmas is over. So yes, after the cutscene, I'll leave it off, and I will probably make the next one on the 26th.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Alright, that's going to have to be it for this episode. I hope you guys liked it, anybody who watches this now or in the future. And I will see all of you next time.